Hey everybody, welcome back to Stack Snacks. I'm John Swicky, where we try to make AI accessible to everybody. So today I am fighting a cold, so bear with me and I apologize, but we are going to be looking at Nano Nano Pro versus GPT Image. I think it's 1.5. So let's just see how they compare side by side to each other. So I'm going to be sacrificing myself here, and I'm going to upload a very bad selfie, and we're going to see what we could do with it. So there's some kind of like boilerplate prompts over here. So let's see if we can kind of maybe steal a couple of these, and let's see what we get. So can you turn me into a baseball bobblehead? Maybe it's just that. Let's try that. Send that off. Sorry, everybody. It's a bad selfie. Let's do the same thing on GPT. Okay, so the prompt's way better because it's a boilerplate one. So let's keep that in mind when we're analyzing. I just kind of... yeah, I didn't really try. That one was bad. And we'll kind of get a good sense of speed here. We get to kind of see some of the thinking. Okay. The bearded Yankee. It's got the clear glasses. It's got the beard pretty well. It looks like it's on someone's shelf, too. That's what looks interesting about this one. This looks like this is like, you know, taken from over there or something. Interesting. All right, GPT still moving. All right, we're back, and we've got GPT up, and, you know, I kind of like this one, too. It's got a different style to it, for sure, but, you know, I think if we, this one feels slightly more realistic, and this one obviously feels a little bit more cartoony, but, I mean, that's kind of cool. All right, let's see, let's go back. And I want to see some. No, actually, let's do a couple non boilerplate prompts. All right, so we'll start with GPT this time, and we'll dial up a few here. Can you make me a whiteboard explainer image that explains how GPT 5.2 works compared to GPT 3? Well, actually, I can't. I don't know if I can actually fact check this. Hold on. How to make a egg and cheese sandwich. Got to make sure we can fact check this. All right, so let's do that. And I don't know what my limits are in Nano Nano Pro, so we'll see. This might be all we get today. I think the limits were not that high on the Pro accounts here. And by the way, full disclosure, I am paid subscriber on both at the moment, so if you're on the free tiers, you may get some different different usage. Okay, love the whiteboard and the marker there. It does look like this was like shot in a conference room, so I gotta give him credit there. You know, clean, solid, really well done. Okay, GPT is still going. I mean, I know it's interesting, right? Having these little touches of realism in there. Does that add or subtract from it? I'm not sure yet. But you got to admit, well done, very very well done. And then GPT a little more colorful. You know, I like this one too. Let's see if we can. We have some editing availabilities here. So let's see. can you make this hot sauce? All right, so let's see how long it takes to make any edits. And let's see, is there a special edit mode for Nano Banana? Let's just say, can you add hot sauce into this somewhere? Okay. All right, so with Nano Banana, we got the hot sauce bottle and then the ingredients. And then a little pro tip at the end, so nice. It did remove my additional top. Oh, so now we're in GPT 1.5. It did remove my additional toppings. It did not put the hot sauce there. So, if we go back, you guys can see that right there. So I mean, I think I'm actually out of credits on Nano Banana Pro. So, but you can get kind of a sense of. I think the GPT update got closer to Nano Banana, but I feel like, in some cases, it's just still, you know, just a little bit tighter, a little bit sharper, a little bit more responsive to edits. I didn't really give a good work through of the edits, but I have done a few chats back and forth, and being able to edit the images, I thought were really spot on without having that interactive overlay that you have to like explain. So I think it's still superior there, but it's an improvement from GPT. Still, I think Nano Banana Pro is if you need some imagery, it's still the way to go, and I still feels like it's there's some untapped potential there as well. So, give it a shot. I know there's a lot of third parties that have it now. I think as well too, you might get a couple generations free in Gemini every day. So it's worth exploring because I've seen some really awesome examples out there, people generating like slides from it, or I was trying to kind of like this kind of like whiteboardy infographic example too. So give it a shot. And GPT's, like I said, it's coming along, and if you can't if you either have one subscription or you can't afford to be buying all these things, I think GPT does a decent enough job where if you are over there, I'm lucky I have both at the moment. So, but I still would have to give Nano Banana Pro the crown here. But thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you guys used anything or if anybody's generated something cool. I'd love to see it. And thanks for stopping by. We'll see you soon.